welcome to Lakota West High School for the second game tonight of the Girls Division I Region 4 Semi-Regional Finals. Hello, I am Bill Bretz. Glad you have joined us here tonight. And we're going to have the Princeton Vikings taking on the Mount Notre Dame Cougars. Now, Mount Notre Dame, as everybody knows, has been coming as a powerhouse, #1 team in the state right now, although Princeton is number 5 in the state as far as the rankings go. But this Mount Notre Dame team, believe it or not, 97 straight wins for the Cougars. Now, as far as, we're going to check the game notes here right now with this game, and then we're going to tell you a little bit more about how important this game is. They last met, these two teams, on December 22nd. That was back in December. And believe it or not, Princeton won that game 86-59. But the Vikings had to forfeit the win because of an ineligible player on the JV, used too many quarters. So Mount Notre Dame's streak stayed alive through that game. So as I said, as you see there, they're seeking their 98th consecutive wins. And Princeton, good three-point shooting team, 36% from behind the arc. They have two players that are averaging nearly 40%, Hill and Williams. So they're going to rely a lot on those two with the three-pointer. All right, here comes the bracket now. As we said, the Mason Comets, they punched their ticket to the regional finals in a 60-43 win over Winton Woods in the first game played here tonight. You can see they've had a few other games around the state have already been played as we keep marching to the state championship. From this point on, it goes from the Sweet 16 to the Elite 8, and that's where these two teams are going to. Now let's go with the starters right now for Mount Notre Dame. They're starting a senior, Krista Lacrosse. Also a senior, Callie Bradsford. We'll talk about KK here in a minute. Junior, Taylor Stanley. Junior, Keisha Francisco. And a senior, Abby Wardeman. They're coached by Scott Rogers. And the Vikings, as we said, the Cougars come in 25-0, 97 consecutive wins right now. Princeton, the home team, just because of the brackets right now. And we see the Princeton starters there. Junior Didi Carter-Hartley, Lasagna Hill, she's one of those three-point shooters. Kendall Wilson, Soleil Williams, and Margot Abrams. They are the starters. So we have three juniors, two seniors starting for the Vikings right now. Now you got to look at two players right here. Callie Bradsford. KK's ranked 29th in the country, Max Preps. As far as senior class go, she's already committed to Mount Notre Dame to Notre Dame. She'll take the Mount off and go to Notre Dame. But if we look on the other side, Soleil Williams is only a junior. She is ranked 21st in the country in the junior class and the top prospect right now in the state of Ohio. Princeton would love to get revenge here tonight. They know they won that first game. They know they can beat the Cougars. Can anybody stop that Cougar run? We're going to find out here tonight as we're about ready to tip it off here. The second game of the regional semifinals. Our officials tonight, Jason Fraley, Rick Henry, and Lionel Oldman. And Mount Notre Dame gets the tip. That's Bradford with the ball. Immediately they're right on her right away. It looks like they're a man-to-man defense. Princeton comes out. A very tight man-to-man. Wardeman loses the ball, gets it back, and now it's stolen away, and finally stolen back by number 13, Kendall Wilson. And there's Williams driving into paint, loses control. Hill picks it up. Back over to Carter Hartley. Carter Hartley, three-point attempt, top of the key, no good. Lacrosse with the rebound. She brings the ball over the timeline for the Cougars. Callie Bradsford averaging 21 points a game, and she travels. Kind of a rare turnover for her. So we played just over a minute, no score in this game. Princeton now with their second possession as Hill brings the ball over the floor for the Vikings. Vikings coached by Dee Davis in her first year as a Princeton head coach, but she's very familiar with Princeton. She's a Princeton grad. Almost taken away underneath. 5-footer from the baseline, no good. By Carter Hartley. Bradsford brings the ball now over the timeline for the Cougars. We have played a minute and a half and still no score in this game. Both of these teams have been very dominating in this so far in the tournament. Callie Bradsford, beautiful shot underneath. She gets the first points of the game. Baseline shot, no good. Air ball. Stanley bringing the ball over the floor. Princeton's been winning their game by the average of 41 points. Bradsford in the paint, got it, and she is fouled. Dee Carter Hartley picks up the foul. That's her first foul, the first foul of the game. That puts Bradsford at the foul line, 72% foul shooter. And in and out. But Francisco had the rebound, but lost it to Carter Hartley. And now Williams having trouble bringing the ball over, but she finds underneath Margot Abrams. Princeton's first basket now. 4-2. Almost stolen away, and they're going to say it's a foul. Now a reach-in foul there on Sonia Hill. That's her first. That's the team's second. So Princeton's been averaging winning by 41 points a game in the last 8 games. They have an 8-game win streak. Mount Notre Dame in postseason have beaten their opponents by an average of 32 points. So neither one of these teams have had a close game. The closest game for Princeton was 16 points. That was against Lakota East in the district final. Francisco, shot no good. Taken by Abrams. Soleil Williams. Oh, Williams. Hey, crowd over here thought Williams took a step too many, but was not called. So we have played about 3 minutes of this first quarter. 4-2. Stanley off the rim. No good. Battle underneath. Possession call. And I don't see the possession clock right there, but it's going to still go with Princeton. Hill bringing the ball over the timeline for the Vikes. Hill looking into to Carter Hartley. She misses the turnaround underneath. Went off of a Cougar. Francisco is out of the ball game for Mount Notre Dame, and in is 5'9" senior Bailey Broughton. Three-point, and it is good from the baseline. Kendall Wilson gives the Vikes now a 1-point lead, approaching the 4-minute mark of the first quarter. Bradford with the ball. She's being guarded by Abrams. Kicks it off to Waterman. Waterman's, she gets it just inside the three-point line. I'll count as a 2. Abby Waterman, her first basket. And misses everything on there. Waterman averages 11.3 a game, 9.3 rebounds. .345 to go in the first quarter. Low-scoring ball game for these two teams. 6-5 in favor of the Cougars. looking inside. Oh, nice dish off, but no good. And Princeton comes down with the ball. Mount Notre Dame had problems in the first half of the game on Saturday. Oh, nice feed and Natalie Williams going to pick up the foul. It's going to be a shooting foul. Mount Notre Dame had some issues in the paint in the first part of the game, having some issues again tonight. Carter Hartley at the line. She's a 60% foul shooter. Misses the first one. Trying to tie this game at 6-all. She does. And they come out with the press right off the bat, but now Notre Dame breaks that press. Stanley brings the ball up the floor. Lacrosse over to Callie Bradsford. Bradsford 21-6 a game, 7.9 rebounds, 5 assists a game. She's a very complete player here. All-time scoring leader for Mount Notre Dame too. And that's saying a lot. There's a pickpocket right there. There's a steal, and Soleil Williams is in the scorebook for her first points. 8-6 now, the Vikes. Francisco underneath does not fall, but she is fouled. Let's go back here and look at the steal. Basically, Soleil Williams picked her pocket and took it coast to coast for the basket. Francisco at the foul line. She's a 67% foul shooter. Gets the first one, her first point. Foul, by the way, was on Abrams. That's her first, team's third. Second shot now by Francisco. Got them both. As we said, Mount Notre Dame struggled in that game against Bellbrook on Saturday. It was 10-10 with about 2 or 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Francisco, 3 straight three-pointers, broke the game open right there. And there's a steal by Krista Lacrosse and the basket. And a foul. I think it was a foul. Did they call it a foul? There's Lacrosse. Don't see anything. I thought one of the officials there Lionel called a foul, but he did not. Soleil, three-pointer off the rim. Callie Bradsford with the rebound. Basket up, no good. Underneath, Bradsford again with the offensive rebound. Comes up again, no good, and no basket. It's not going to count. Foul's on the floor. Foul is on Carter Hartley, her second. And Carter Hartley over the back, that's what they called her right there. So she has 2 fouls, she's coming out of the ball game. We'll pick up the new player here for the Vikes here in a second. Looks like Kaylee Fortston. She's a 6'1" freshman, is in the game now for the Vikes. Mount Notre Dame 1-point lead, approaching the 1-minute mark of this first quarter. Wardeman, that is blocked. Wardeman back up and off the rim. Wardeman once again offensive rebound, brings it back out, and it is stolen by Soleil Williams. Soleil, easy basket. Soleil's 4 points all have come on breakaways. 10-9. Stanley back down the other direction for the Cougars. Stanley baseline. dishes it off to Lacrosse, and we have a foul. And here sees Soleil score. She's got 2 of them. Abby Waterman picked up the foul, and that is her second foul. So she's going to take a seat on the bench. So 2 players on each side. Carter Hartley and Waterman both with 2 fouls each. 39 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Princeton holding on to that 1-point lead. Soleil Williams off the rim. Bounced around. Harrison in the game here for Mount Notre Dame. Little scoop shot, no good. Princeton coming back up. 13 seconds to go. Soleil Williams now with the ball. Oh, Soleil, what a move there. You see why she is one of the top juniors in America. Off the rim at the buzzer. So a very exciting first quarter, but a very low-scoring first quarter for these 2 teams. 10-9 is your score at the end of the first quarter. Bradsford has 4, Lacrosse has 2, Waterman 2, Francisco 2 for the Cougars. Soleil Williams 4 points, Kendra Wilson a 3-pointer, Abrams 2, and Carter Hartley with 1. Carter Hartley and Waterman both have 2 fouls each. We said Dee Davis is her first-year coach at Princeton. Dee is a 2003 graduate of Princeton High School. She was a McDonald's All-American, went on and played at Vanderbilt University. Was in the WNBA for a while, played in Houston, actually played overseas in Bosnia. She's in the Princeton Hall of Fame. She's actually wrote a book called A Player's Guide to College Hoops. So Dee Williams, very familiar with this Princeton program. Of course, she replaced longtime coach Jill Phillips, who retired last year after 20 years, 17 of them at Princeton. And she had a couple years at East, 375 wins. Now Jill has been doing the stat book this year for Princeton most of the games, but I do not see her down there on the bench. She actually retired to spend some more time with her family, but Jill is a long-time coach in this area, well respected. This is Princeton's first trip to the regional since 2014, and that year they won the state championship. This is a 6th straight appearance for the Cougars, and they're looking for their 3rd straight state championship. Callie Bradsford's going to try to make that happen herself there with that basket. They're up now 11-10. And ball thrown out of bounds here. Turnover on the Vikes. This Mount Notre Dame team is explosive at any point in time. You look at that score, it can be close, and then all of a sudden, you see yourself down 5, 6, 7, 8 points. But this Vikings team has held tight so far in this game, and of course they did technically win that first game, 86-59. Francisco fell on the floor there. She is fouled. And the foul is on number 21, Callie Fortson. That is her first. That puts Francisco at the line. She's had 2 foul shots so far tonight. Had 4 3-pointers in that game against Bellbrook. She was the leading scorer for the for the Cougars. Teams are trying to see who will make it to the regional finals this coming Saturday against Mason, and misses them both. After making 2, she missed 2. There's Hill going coast to coast, does not get it. Bradford with the rebound. She's going to try to go coast to coast, too hard off the backboard. Battle underneath. And we have foul coming up. And foul is on Callie Bradsford. That's her first. And that is the team's third foul. Princeton has 5 fouls. Hill with the ball. Abrams looking in to 21 Fortson, but she could not get it to fall. Coming back the other direction, number 5, that's Callie Bradsford. She's a freshman, younger sister of KK. So you have 2 Bradsford on the floor right now, number 5 and number 14. Trying to set a screen, and there's a trip there. I think they're going to call it on Harrison. Harrison tripped her up a little bit on the screen there. Kayla Harrison picks up her first foul. Not a shooting foul, so Princeton triggers it underneath the basket, out to Hill. Approaching the 6-minute mark of this quarter. Drive by Hill, she's fouled. And that's on Harrison. So she picks up 2 quick fouls. Scott Rogers is going to keep her in the ball game, though. Well, now she's going to be coming out. Meanwhile, LaSonia Hill gets her first point. She averages 13.5 a game, 2.9 rebounds. She's 5'6" junior. 77% from the foul line. Got that first one. Ties it at 11, trying to give her Vikes a lead off the rim. Bradford lead out to Krista Lacrosse. Lacrosse to Stanley. Give Lacrosse an assist on that one. Stanley, her first basket. She averages about 8.6 a game, junior. Game has been close. I don't think any team has been more than 2 points ahead. Williams, double team there, and it's taken away by Lacrosse. Francisco was not set for that 3-pointer. Abrams with the rebound. Soleil Williams, first time these 2 teams played, she had 33 points in that game. That's her high for the season. Bradford had 34 points in the game. As we said before, Bradford scored 34 in that game. No other Cougar was in double figures. 3 other Vikings were in double figures in that game. Yeah, oh, nice play by Soleil Williams into Callie Fortson. Fortson, her first basket, coming off the bench. She has 2. We have a tie game. Callie Bradsford's going to drive and got it. Bradsford, 8 points. And the foul is on Abrams. And that will be her second foul. Callie Bradsford, 72% foul shooter, missed her first one of the evening. Trying for her 9th point. And misses that one, and off South Francisco. Vikings ball. Coming back in the game is Hill for Princeton. Princeton came in 23-3. Ball is out of bounds. Turnover on Princeton. Cougars last lost a game against Centerville back in 2019, a regular season game. they would be going possibly for their 4th straight state title, except in 2020. The season was ended early. But they will be going for 3 in a row. And basket foul is going to be on number 12. That's Krista Lacrosse. She picks up her first, and that's the team's 6th. Natalie Williams in the game, 5'10" junior. Natalie Williams. .77% foul shooter. Williams, but misses that one. Both teams struggling at the foul line here tonight. Second attempt. And misses. Wow. Both teams are good foul shooting teams too. There's a little scoop shot, no good. Stolen away though by Mount Notre Dame. As Taylor Stanley with the steal. Bradsford dishes off, and that's stolen. Up the hill. She gets the basket. The steal was by Kendall Wilson. Hill with the basket. Her first basket, her 3rd point. Another tie now at 15. Taylor Stanley trying to go the other way. Try scoop shot, no good. Harrison with the rebound. Now the Cougars set it back up again. There's a 3-point attempt taken by Bradsford. I tell you what, they left her alone out there. She says, I might as well take it. 3-point lead. Dee Davis is going to call a timeout. Talk this over. The Vikings came in this game and said they're 23 and 3. They've struggled a couple of years in the past now, but back in 2014, 28-2 that year. They were the state champions that year. That was they beat North Canton Hoover in the finals, 61-55. Everybody had probably, if you follow girls basketball, you remember Kelsey Mitchell. 30 points in that game. Kelsey Mitchell was a scoring machine and went on to Ohio State and was a scoring machine up there too. I believe she might hold the Big Ten record for girls scoring, but that was a great game there and great season for Jill Phillips as they won state championship. Interesting, the Vikings have been in Final Four only 2 times, and both times they were state championship. In 1987, they also won state championship. 17 GMC championship crowns, including this year. They were co-champions with Mason. They win this game, they have a chance to get back and play the Comets again. During a regular season, they did only play Mason once. They lost to Mason 54-47 during a regular season. Cougars now in a zone, 2-3 zone. Soleil Williams. Hill, 3-pointer, misses everything. Natalie Williams tried to grab it. So Mount Notre Dame now a 3-point lead. I believe that does equal the longest lead of the night for any team. Stanley back to KK Bradsford. Bradsford with the 8-footer, got it. She has 13 points now, and the Vikings throw it away. And this is very characteristic of Mount Notre Dame. Just when you think things are going to stay close, they come alive. They have a chance to move it to a 7 or 8 point lead on this possession. Approaching the 2-minute mark of the first half. It's been a quick half. That's almost stolen by Hill. Sonia Hill, 5'6" junior. D. Davis is going to have a couple of really good players coming back next year in Hill and Williams. Of course, this Mount Notre Dame team, they never rebuild, they just reload. KK, turnaround, got it. 15 points for Bradsford. Soleil Williams double teamed. Now comes back out. Cougars stay in that zone right now. They're just seeing it. This Princeton team is a good three-pointer team. They're going to say, all right, let's see if you try it. There's a three-point attempt by Williams, no good. Bradsford looks into Broughton, and Bailey Broughton is fouled. Fortson picks up her second foul. She joins a host of players with 2 fouls right now. Bailey Broughton at the line. Bailey, 5'9" senior, only a 42% foul shooter. Very high arc and off the backboard and in. Bailey's first point. And Scott Rogers going to call a timeout with 1:03 to go here in the first half. With his Cougars up by 8 points. They have an 8-point run right now, largely due to KK Bradsford, who now has 15 points in the game, 11 of them in this quarter. Here's KK. She was 2021 Miss Ohio basketball. You would think if the Cougars go on and win the state championship again this year, she could be repeat for that. 47% from the field goal, 21.8, 8 rebounds, as you said, 5 assists, and 2.4 steals. So she's a very complete ball player. We mentioned earlier she is going to Notre Dame. I keep saying Mount Notre Dame, but she's going from Mount Notre Dame to Notre Dame. She's going to drop that Mount and just go to the Notre Dame University. That's where she will be playing basketball next year. Soleil Williams does not have a school picked out yet, but I will assure you she has several schools looking at her right now. When you're number 21 in the country in your junior class and you're top player in Ohio, you definitely are going to get some looks. Soleil averages 23-4 a game, 53% field goal. Meanwhile, Bailey Broughton now for her second attempt. And got it. That's about as high as arc I could see in a player having foul shooting in a while. Now Notre Dame with the press. Princeton breaks it. And boy, they are hounding Soleil Williams. Kendall Williams, no good on Natalie Williams, no good on that. And last touch by the Vikings. So now the Cougars can go to a double-digit lead as Abby Workman back in the ballgame with 2 fouls with 41.5 seconds to go. Interesting move by Scott Rogers. Bring her back in. Wortman looking into Bradsford. Bradsford, nice little wait. She waited till Hill committed, and Bradsford got her 17th point. Off of Wortman out of bounds. Let's look at this again. Watch how the hesitation here. She waits till Hill commits, and put it up and in. Nice job by KK Bradsford. She's getting close to her average now in the first half. Soleil Williams, little scoop shot, no good. And battle underneath, possession, and I believe, whoa. A couple of players getting tumbled to the floor right there. It's gonna stay down at Princeton's end. 10.3 seconds to go. Hill's going to trigger the ball in for the Vikes. Trying to cover to single digits and stolen by Harrison on the inbound. You don't see that very often. Bradsford, the other direction, kicks it out. Long three-pointer and swishes it. Crystal across right at the buzzer. And that is what Mount Notre Dame does best. They lure you into thinking, well, it's going to be a close game, and then all of a sudden, they ran off 14 straight points to go to the halftime lead at 29-15. We'll be, before we go, we're going to take a couple of looks at a couple of the last baskets here. There's a long three-pointer by Lacrosse. Two different views of that. That could be a dagger right there. And there's the Mount Notre Dame faithful. They are very colorful here tonight on this fairly warm night here in the first part of March. We will be back for second half action. Don't go away.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps!
Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Let's take a time out to talk about educational athletics. That means the school sports are an extension of the classroom. Student athletes earn the privilege of participation in sports by succeeding during the school day first, before they put on the team uniform after. Student athletes prove that with better attendance records, higher GPAs, and fewer discipline issues than non-student athletes. That's what it means to be a part of the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
I was physically at school, but my mind wasn't at school. I had problems at home. That's when I met Nornice. She started helping me a little bit, like, Nia, I don't know what you're doing, but your future is more important. She's my strength. It takes a village to help somebody get their diploma. It changes your whole life.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Hi, I'm Doug Ute, Executive Director of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. The OHSAA seeks to promote diversity, equity, and inclusion in all of our athletic programs and is dedicated to working towards making sure they are free from any form of discrimination, harassment, and bullying. We strive to make all of our student athletes feel welcome and safe. Please join me in helping create an environment that emphasizes respect, teamwork, and understanding, in order to build a culture that celebrates both the accomplishments and uniqueness of all of our participants.
Well, yeah, there's some old prescription pills, but my son's a good kid. He's not gonna look for them.
2/3 of teens who abuse opioids get them from friends and family. Don't live in denial, Ohio. Dispose of your leftover pills.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it. Get it.
Get it. Get it.
Is she gonna get it, Daddy?
She'll get it. Get it. Get it.
When you bring home a Goodwill find, you give your whole town a reason to celebrate because you're also funding local job training and placement programs in tech, healthcare, and more. Goodwill. Bring good home.
Why do they officiate? For some, it's a way of staying involved in a sport they grew up with. For others, it's a way to pay it forward by helping kids who play today and tomorrow. It's also a great way to stay active, make extra money, and work with friends. And all of them will say it boils down to one thing: the love of the game. Find your reasons and log on to OHSAA.org to find out how to become an official. You'll be glad you did. This is the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Educate through sports.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere. And just growing up the way I grew up, and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
This is the story of a boy who is very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where nothing could get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. It made him feel uncomfortable. One day, he found out he had something called autism. His family got him help, and slowly, he learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
We scored? Yeah, we scored. We're going to the playoffs. I can't believe I missed that. Every time I'm buzzed, I spend too much time on my phone. I should take your phone away. No. I'll call for a ride. Wait, why does my face look like that?
What to expect when you're expecting a teenager.
Today we're talking about how to wake up your teen, and this works literally every time.
Good kisses. Good kisses. You heard how loud
I heard. It wasn't you. Yeah. It was the...
Is that bacon?
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same. What to expect when you're expecting
Like here.
a teenager.
Today, I'm going to show you how to teen-proof your home. First step, hide the car keys. Preferably somewhere they would never look. Challenges will come up. Be ready for them. Hi, honey.
Ready for the... Mom, you don't use mannequins in the mannequin challenge.
You don't have to know it all to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care will love you just the same.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Good morning, Uglyville!
Every ugly doll is unique.
I'm Moxie.
Bobo.
Wait.
Call me Slick Doll.
What?
And every child is too.
They can be pretty lovable.
That's why when you travel, you should make sure your child is in the right seat for their age and size.
This is why you're the wisest doll in town.
Well, keep them safe by visiting nhtsa.gov/the right seat.
Isn't that right, gibberish cat?
Find the right seat today.
I'll be right back.
Hi. You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. If you're probably sober, then why would you do that? Good choice.
Probably okay isn't okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
That's a full glass of wine. I'll be chatting you later.
Let's take a time out to talk about educational athletics. That means the school sports are an extension of the classroom. Student athletes earn the privilege of participation in sports by succeeding during the school day first, before they put on the team uniform after. Student athletes prove that with better attendance records, higher GPAs, and fewer discipline issues than non-student athletes. That's what it means to be a part of the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
This message presented by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
And Bill Bretz, welcome back to Lakota West High School for tonight's regional action. And by the way, the regionals is scheduled to be at Princeton Joe Roberts, Princeton AD, is really technically the director here tonight, but because Princeton is playing in the regionals, they can't play in our home floor. So the interesting fact is, Mason, of course, is the winner of the first game here tonight against Went Woods. They'll be playing in the regional finals. We don't know where the regional finals will be. If Princeton can come back in this game and win the game, it will probably be back here at Lakota West. If not, it will probably be moving back down to Princeton High School for the regional finals here. As you see, Mount Notre Dame is up. 28-0 brackets right there as they meet the Mason Comets, the winner of this game. As far as Mount Notre Dame goes, Broughton has 2 points from the foul line. Waterman a basket. Lacrosse 5 points, including that long three-pointer at the end of the quarter. Bradsford has 16. They actually gave her credit for 2 points, not 3. On that one, Stanley has a basket, and Keisha Francisco has 2 from the foul line. Dee Carter-Hartley has 1 point. Hill has 3 points. Kendall Wilson, 3 points. Fortson has 2 points. Margot Abrams has 2 points. And Soleil Williams held to only 4 points. She has had double figures, and this is going to be a turnover. Mount Notre Dame over and back. Interesting enough, in all of her games this year, Williams has been in double figures. She has not been under 10 points in any game this year. So right now she's sitting with 4. And she has the ball. Vikes are down 14. And we have a foul coming up. And I think it's on Bradsford. Now it's on number 12, Crystal Lacrosse. She picks up her second. That's the team's first of this half. And the paint, no good. Battle underneath. We have a jump ball. It's going to stay down here with Princeton. Dee Davis doing a great job her first year at Princeton. Turnaround in the paint, no good by Carter-Hartley. Right now, her team is sitting with the most wins they had since that season they went to the state championship. Oh, nice look inside to Francisco from Bradford. Keisha Francisco, her first basket. And ball thrown out of bounds. And I believe right now the run for the Cougars is now 16 in a row. Wilson comes out, forces them back in for the Vikings. Now Notre Dame is basically taking control largely on the shoulders of KK Bradsford. There's Francisco, turnaround off the rim. Offensive rebound, picked up and in by Abby Waterman. She gets her 4th point and she's going to the line. Sonia Hill picks up her 2nd foul. And Dee Davis is going to call a timeout. Talk this one over. We see that Mount Notre Dame coaching staff right there. Scott Rogers, of course, in the light blue shirt. Dr. Rogers, he's semi-retired now as a dentist. Still does some dental work. Sonny Tudor next to him. He's been a longtime coach. You see Grayson Fitzhughes behind Dr. Rogers. And Michelle Jones, she was on that long string of Cougar wins back in the early 2000s. She was there when Mel Thomas was there. They had a run of winning 4 straight championships. They had a couple of seniors that all 4 years they went out as state champion. Waterman misses it. 71% foul shooter. Well, The one Achilles heel right now with the, and the only one here for the Cougars is they're not good at foul shooting tonight. The first 2 times these teams met. Oh, nice feed, and then blocked by Francisco. Princeton shot 64% in that first time these 2 teams met. Different game this time around. And we're going to call a jump ball. Possession will go to the Cougars. Stanley going to trigger it in from underneath the Cougars basket. Back out to Francisco. Francisco being guarded by, good job of Sonia Hill and guarding Francisco. Francisco forced to throw it out of bounds. One thing about Scott Rogers, if you watch him over in the bench, his team can be up 40 points and he is still coaching them out there. He never rests. Nice little turnaround by Carter Hartley. And that's the first basket for Princeton since someplace in the side of the second quarter. Stanley, 3-pointer, got it. Their game against Bellbrook, Mount Notre Dame held Bellbrook to 2 baskets. Oh, nice offensive rebound put back in by Forson. They held Bellbrook to 2 3-point baskets in the second half. Waterman gonna drive out of bounds, knocked out of bounds by Carter Hartley. You see Stanley's 3. Nice setup, got it set up right in. Bradford on the floor. She's got that right leg all wrapped up. That's not slowed her one bit. Soleil Williams got the basket. She dished it off to Forson, but it got back to her, but Soleil Williams, her 6-point. Stanley going to drive, and it's taken away by Williams. Williams back the other direction now for the Vikings. She dishes off to Abrams, but it's stolen back by Callie Bradsford. Finds Francisco all alone under the basket. Keisha Francisco now has 6 points. Keisha Francisco picks up the foul, her first foul. Meanwhile, Hill at the line, 77% foul shooter, got that one. She's 2 for 3 tonight as her 4th point. Josh, our main man back on the truck, has noticed that Coach Rogers is not too happy with the no calls here tonight. But that's typical Scott Rogers. He'll be up in that bench. As I said, there can be 40 points ahead. He'll be up in the bench right up to the end of the game. Coaches all the way. Knocked out of bounds by Hill. 3:46 to go here in the third quarter. We will not have the playback times at the end of this quarter, but we'll tell you a little bit about how you can see this game. Touch right back to Stanley, and got it. Buries her second 3-pointer. 18-point lead for the Cougars. Trying to win their 98th straight game. Only one other team in the state has more wins than they have in a row. Millersburg West Holmes, 108. And that's stolen by Carter Hartley. She's got her second basket of the quarter. Callie Bradsford. Oh, there's the Lacrosse was all alone in the paint, could not get it to fall. Margot Abrams picks up her third foul. And that is the second one for the Vikings. That's a shooting foul. Cross got that one. She has now 6 points, 70% foul shooter. Line drives that one off or miss. Sonia Hill going to take the drive. She has a different gear there. She goes for the basket there. She has 7 points. Back the other direction, Taylor Stanley. Krista Lacrosse misses everything. Rebounded by Fortson. Hill. Shot was no good off the backboard. And we have a possession call. It's going to stay down with Princeton. 2:02 to go here in the third quarter. Shot no good. Waterman with the rebound. Callie Bradsford. And that's stolen by Abrams. Hill got it. From the top from the about the foul line there. Hill has 6 in this quarter, 9 for the game. Oh, how about Broughton all alone? That's about as easy basket as Bailey Broughton will get all season. Drive to the paint, Williams got it. It never closer to that double figures with 8 points now. Stolen away though by Hill. Hill, basket no good. There's Bradsford. Stanley, Waterman, Lacrosse, and back in the paint by Callie Bradsford. She gets her first basket of this half, the 18th point of the game. And looks like D. Davis has called a timeout here with 49.9 seconds go. Let's talk a little bit about that Soleil Williams. As we said, only a junior. She leads the GMC points, assist, 53% field goal. Average 39% from the 3 point, so close to 40% from 3 point. Almost 23.5 points a game, 3.8 rebounds, and almost 4 assists. You know, it's interesting, she and Callie Bradsford, they both are big scorers, but it's nice to see they both dish off the ball. Both of them have a fair amount of assists. Williams actually leads GMC with assists, and so, I'm sorry, she doesn't lead in assists, but she's up there in the top 5 or 6 in assists. Only a junior. Let the ball roll over the timeline. Nobody touched it, so clock doesn't start. And there's a double team on her. Right now, it looks like the Cougars are back to man-to-man defense. Abrams with the drive in the basket. Margot Abrams now has her 4-point. Averages 7.5 a game. KK Bradsford double team, gets the ball over the timeline to her sister. Kaylee's in the game. Well, Scott Rogers loses one Bradsford, but he'll get another one for 3 more years. After reaching foul on Williams. That'll be her first foul. And that'll be the 3rd foul. Not a shooting foul. Stanley triggering in now for the Cougars. Bradsford partially blocked by Carter Hartley. Princeton Fable don't like that because she got called for the foul. Her 3rd. Princeton Fable thought it was a clean one, but KK Bradsford at the line. Got that one. She has 19. Got them both. She has 20 points in the game. Just about at her average. Ball out of bounds. And then we come to the end of the 3rd quarter with the Cougars up 48-33 in this regional semifinal, trying to make their way into the regional finals again for the 6th straight year right now. Well, we like to thank a lot of people. I told you earlier, Joe Roberts, the Princeton AD, is the actual site manager. You see Scott Rogers there. But we also like to thank Scott Kaufman for hosting us here at Lakota West. It's a sellout crowd. We understand there was 2,400 tickets sold, and they sold out all the tickets for this game. Also like to thank Latoya Luther, administrative assistant at Princeton, for her help in the game. Gary Brockman, he's the site manager, the actual site manager here. Been down on floor here with Lakota West. Gary and I are in a NASCAR league together, so he's my NASCAR league colleague. He's down there. Thanks to Josh Shemstruff, who's done a great job out here tonight with the truck. And Sydney Braybender, she's our camera person tonight. She's right next to us. So Sydney is looking around there. All of our other cameras are by our great camera person, Stan Still. Sydney doing a great job with cameras up here. 4th quarter. Cougars 1 quarter away. Makes it look easy right now. Wardeman gets her 6th point. This all started back in the 2nd quarter. And Mount Notre Dame went on a 17-point run going into the 3rd quarter. And it's basically been all Cougars since that time. Stanley looking in, almost broken up. Bradsford though got it. Into Bradford. Waterman to Bradsford. KK's fouled. Kendall Wilson picks up her 1st foul. 5th foul for the Vikings. KK makes that one. Gives her 21. She missed her 1st foul shot. Now has missed her first 2 foul shots. Now I had 3 in a row. Right at her average right now. A little bit above it now with 22 points in this game. The big difference in this game tonight, if you look at the scorebook, is the Cougars have figured out how to stop Soleil Williams. And not too many people have done that this season. And we've got an offensive foul. against Abby Wardeman. That's her third. So she took the offensive foul. And it looks like it was Soleil Williams that was a recipient of that. Oh, Abrams all alone in the paint, got it. Almost lost control of the ball, but then picked it up. She has her 6 point. Ball taken away. Callie Bradsford in the ball game for Mount Notre Dame. Botman takes a seat on the bench. Well, whatever happens tonight to the Princeton Vikings, they've got a good future ahead of them, especially with Hill and Williams. Bradsford misses it, back up and in. Abby Wardeman, her 8th point. Stolen by Bradsford. Bradsford, back the other direction, little scoop boot, got it. Point number 24, and she is fouled. Kendall Wilson picks up her 2nd foul on that one. And some of the Princeton faithful are starting to foul out of here. After missing her first 2 foul shots, she now has made 5 in a row. 25 points. Abrams got it. That's a 3-pointer for Margot Abrams. She has now 9 points. And taken away by Hill. And a foul on Callie Bradsford. Back and look at that 3 again by Abrams. Nice job by her. Callie picks up her first foul and has the 4th on the Cougars. Nearing the 5-minute mark of this game. And it's a 3-point basket by Soleil Williams. And guess what? She has now made that double figure, so stays perfect on the season. She was hurt most of last season. That hurt him. And then Kayla Olaker at Mason started her career at Princeton. She transferred to Mason. Olaker will be in the finals on Saturday as her Mason Comets won. Harrison blocked. Harrison gets the ball back. D.D. Carter-Hartley picks up her 4th foul. Carter once again only a junior too. And we see Anaya Julius, 5'9" senior, coming in a ball game for Princeton. I believe seeing her first action tonight. Shot was no good by Harrison. Three-point shot again. And that's by Callie Williams. Well, she's getting hot, but it might be too late now. Francisco, drive, no good. Offensive rebound by Harrison, and she is fouled. Fouls on number 21, Forston. That's her third. That's the 8th now for Princeton. 3:52 to go in this game. As they have done so many times in the past, in a blink of an eye, this Mount Notre Dame team can take a close game. Now she gets 2 shots here. Everybody started going down the floor here, but she says, hey, wait a minute, I don't remember my second shot here. Harrison gets in the books now, her first point. Got that one. 64% foul shooter. She's 2 for 3 tonight. A little better than her 64%. Julius gonna trigger it in to Callie Williams. Hill. Shot taken off the backboard, scramble underneath. Still rattling for the ball down there. What are they gonna do? We're gonna have a jump ball. And it will stay down at the Princeton end. Well, this Princeton crowd starting to file out of here right now. They should be very proud of their Vikings team, though. They've had a great season. Three-pointer by Hill. She now has 12. Three minutes to go. Actually, Princeton kind of making it a game right here. Mount Notre Dame had over a 20-point lead at one time. That's whittled down to 12 points right now. And they're really hounding Callie Williams. A reach-in foul. Well, before that, though, Scott Rogers is going to call a timeout. He wants to talk this over. I also want to recognize another person. Sitting next to me is Peyton Schaefer. She's a Goshen High School basketball player. Has a great season at Goshen. She's kind of shadowing us tonight here, hoping to maybe become a color analyst. I'm sorry, I'll get that right. Anyway, so Peyton, welcome to the game tonight. 59-47. Mount Notre Dame just a little over 3 minutes away from their 98th straight win and their 6th time to the regional finals. 6th time in a row. They have been to the state 10 times. And at 10 times, they have won 8 state championships. They were in a Final Four in Division II back in the 1980s, 1989. And then from that point on, they had one second-place finish in 2005. They ran off 4 in a row. And then they've won in 2017, 19, 21, 20, of course. They were in the state semifinals and the season ended. Hill picks up her 3rd foul. So trying for their 3rd straight championship. They hold the state record for most state championships at 8 now. Basket is good. Trying to think down here, I think that is Lacrosse. Just missed the second one. Misses everything Abrams did, but offensive rebound by Carter Hartley. Soleil Williams puts up a wild shot. Offensive rebound no good by Abrams. Now Mount Notre Dame controls as we close in on the 2-minute mark. It looked like it will be a Cougar Comet matchup here in the regional finals in Region 4. And they're going to call a turnover on the Cougars. And once again, Scott Rogers still off the bench over there, still not even upset with that play. And that's a three-pointer by Soleil Williams. Well, Williams has come alive this second half. She has 11 of her 15 points, or 17 points in this half. And Mount Notre Dame thought there was a foul there. There is a possession call, though. Williams, nice shot. She has 13 of her 17 points in this half. Lacrosse takes a seat on the bench now. Harrison back in the ball game. Callie Bradsford. Stanley looking into Bradsford. Taken away though by Abrams. Abrams, that was almost taken away from her, but there's a three-point shot, no good by Hill. Last touch by the Vikings. We got 1:19 to go in this contest. Cougars hanging on to that double-digit lead. It's down to 10 now, but this will be the closest game that Mount Notre Dame's had in the tournament. And this will snap an 8-game win streak for the Vikings, in which during that win streak, they've outscored their opponents 67.7 to 25.5. See the Princeton staff down there. Coach D. Davis. Mount Notre Dame won in a forfeit this year. Since 2015, they have played two other times. Last year, Mount Notre Dame won 71-44, and in 2015, they won 74-42. Now, we've gone all the way back. I looked at my stats all the way back to 2006. Only 3 times I've seen them play, and that was during a regular season. So they have not met in postseason, at least since 2006, or before. Cougars trying to punch their ticket to the regional finals. A 1:19 to go. Waterman up the floor to Stanley. Now they're going to be pretty deliberate right now. They don't need to score, they need to milk that clock. Bradsford looking into Waterman. That was too easy to pass up. Abby Waterman, she's in the double figures now. 12-point lead. Soleil Williams double team, and Lacrosse and Stanley collapsed on her. Princeton gets the ball though on the possession. Hill's going to trigger it in. 46 seconds to go. The Vikings will drop to 23-4 on the season. Considering last year they had all different kinds of problems, they could not even come to the district final because of COVID problems. But boy, they've come a long way this year, reaching the regional semifinals. And with two outstanding juniors, really three, because Carter Hartley is a junior too. Look for them probably to be back here again next year. 22 seconds ago. And Mount Notre Dame gonna be content not even take another shot right now. Bradford out, under 10 seconds ago. They're gonna hold on to it. The Cougars are moving on to the regional finals with a 62-50 win over Princeton Vikings. KK Bradford, 25 points leading the way. So they move to 26-0 in the season. They'll be taking on the Mason Comets on Saturday night. I would say there's a pretty good likelihood that ICRC-TV will be there. That game will probably now be back at Princeton High School. So we'll see what happens. But nevertheless, the Cougars are regional semifinal champions. For our entire ICRC crew, this is Bill Brett saying goodbye from Lakota West High School.